Hello, everybody. Welcome to the High Ground, and today we are reviewing
Hold on,
Rogue
hold
One.
on, hold on. I got this. Today on the High Ground, we're reviewing Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the High Ground, and today, like we said, we are going to review Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I am, of course, Adrian, and I am always joined with
Sisco.
Leia.
Leia. Okay. Well, hey, how you guys doing?
I'm doing well.
Yeah. Did anything
Good.
interesting the weekend, or just been watching the movie?
Watched Rogue One.
That's interesting. That's
Watched
interesting.
it
How about?
with
I like
my
your.
with my dank fairy cup from Galaxy General Store.
Ah, okay. There you go. A little shout out to them. Okay. And what about you, Leia? How you doing?
Not much, just pretty much hanging out, watching some little Star Wars,
Ah,
a little marathon.
That's all we did, huh? That's all we
little
do.
Star Wars
It's
marathon.
Star Wars.
Normally this weekend people go out and do Valentine's things, but no, here at the High Ground, we just watch Star Wars and drink from our mugs. Don't pity us. Anyways, so Rogue One.
Mhm.
Now, this is the first of the second Disney movie produced under Lucasfilm, and this is the first of the spin-offs, the standalones story. A lot of people had mixed reviews on it. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people hated it. What was your first thought of the movie in general? Just like not even just the idea, like the pitch. When it was when like the trailer or the name was just released. Like, what was your initial thoughts to it?
Well, I was excited just because it was being directed by Gareth Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a little confused with how they were approaching this, but I was very optimistic after this was right after Force Awakens.
Right.
So I was still hopeful during that time. But
And
yeah, it wasn't bad.
no, okay. So Leia, how about you? What do you first think of like the first hearing or the first like mention of Rogue One?
I thought it was going to be good. I was excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing right after how the Force Awakens had came up, and a year later, Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, okay, this is going to be
good. And then when you guys finally watched it, was it up there? Because to me, I think it's like the best Disney produced Star Wars movie so far.
Well, during that time, which was the second movie, I thought it was amazing, and I thought it was really good. Because I mean, I guess like I was saying before, like the Force Awakens just came out, and I was fine with that, and I was pretty cool. I was looking forward to the next installment, and when Rogue One came out, I was pretty excited with it, and I wasn't disappointed at all.
Right. Okay. And Leia, what'd you think like when you first saw it?
It was good. It was like the movie that you don't have to deal with lightsabers. It was. I like the whole war thing. So I thought it was one of the best movies that came out.
It was kind of slammed a little bit because it was too violent for a Star Wars movie, and in my opinion, it was the right type of violence. It wasn't like gory. All the characters, spoiler, all the characters die at the end, which I think was very ballsy.
What?
Oh, you guys haven't seen
I didn't know that happened. What movie was I watching? Kidding.
I don't know. Did it have chipmunks in it, or maybe it was Alvin and the Chipmunks? I don't know. But yeah, I think that was very ballsy for a franchise that that the characters lead so many movies, even to this day. Like our last movie, Rise of Skywalker, Leia was in it, Luke was in it, and these guys were in it from the beginning. So to having all your characters be killed off at the very end, I think was a nice touch. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting seeing more of Jyn Erso, Felicity Jones, or Cassian Andor, and we're gonna see more of him in the new series. But yeah, I really liked it. I liked the direction. I think Gareth Edwards did really good. Of course, he just came off of Godzilla before this movie. But what were some of the things that you guys liked most about the movie itself?
I really enjoyed the music.
Yeah,
it was the first one that was not composed by John Williams. By Michael I always butcher his last name. Giacchino.
I'm pretty sure that's still wrong, but
yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, he did an amazing job, and
right.
it's still one of my favorite musics. Well, how would they say, like
compositions?
Yeah,
composed.
Composed. That's not John Williams. Because most of John Williams' music is very iconic.
Right.
But a lot of the themes that are in Rogue One are very well noted and very like memorable. That really stood out to me.
And like anything else, like character wise, or like how they did practical effects, or
it's the first one where they brought back a dead actor to life again.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, all right.
I forgot about that. It didn't. I think Marvel did it first with but it wasn't a dead actor. They used they de-aged.
Yeah.
What's his face?
Who was it? Michael Douglas and
Yes. No, but it was before that. What's his face? Iron Man. Oh my god, I can't remember.
Oh,
his name.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. There you go.
Or Civil War.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it was what. So, what'd you think about when you first saw Tarkin come back?
I was impressed. I was really impressed. There were some moments where it seemed kind of stiff, but overall, like, it didn't really ruin my experience of the film.
All right. And what about you, Leia? Like, what'd you like mostly about the movie, and then like, what'd you think when Tarkin came back?
Like Sisco said, the music. I like the music, but I like the fact that you can see little things from like Star Wars Rebels. I think that was my favorite part, like the mention to Hergula, the ghost. I think you see Chopper somewhere in there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, too.
That's my favorite part, because it's like this is, I guess, they're bringing like the transition from cartoon to live action. Not how like we do now with the Mandalorian, how they brought us a live action. This I feel like this was probably like the first live action, in a sense, just like bringing in like the Star Wars Rebels ghost ship and like the mentions of it. So that was actually my favorite part of Rogue One, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of little Easter eggs for the ghost in there, scattered out here and there.
Yeah. And then everyone made a big deal when the ghost came out in Rise of Skywalker, even though we already seen it in a movie.
On the trailer.
Yeah. Oh god. But I kind of feel like what I liked most about this movie was how gritty it was, because even though, original trilogy, really gritty, especially the first movie, and it kind of cleans up a little bit in I want to say Empire, because Cloud City is so nice. And then it gets a little down and dirty again with Jabba's palace and Return of the Jedi. And then we get the prequels that was like all clean, like even Tatooine was clean, like hardly, like a little bit of gritty here and there, but like it was too nice,
I think that's what now that I think about it, like episode 1 was way too clean.
Yeah,
that's what felt kind of like, wait, it's too new. It needs to be a little bit more grimier, not too lived in. But then again, we were in a very royal area.
Exactly. Yeah. So like I get that, but like when it comes to Tatooine, I think Tatooine was shot too brightly, so it felt like everything was like clean and pristine, even though it shouldn't. And then of course the rest of the sequel. I'm sorry, prequel trilogy. And then even Rise of Skywalker was a little clean for me, like how it was shot, how everything looked was nice and shiny and brand new and all that. And it looked more like a prequel than an original. But then this movie comes out and it's like even how it's shot is gritty, how the camera is gritty, like the handheld camera angles.
It looked well lived in.
It's well lived in, like Jeddah City, so well lived in, so crowded, like little things here and there. Like you could see graffiti on the wall, and everyone made a big deal on graffiti on with Mandalorian, but like there's graffiti there too, and they have a meaning behind it. And then all the little characters and like if you look at the books, like the what's those books, the encyclopedia book for every movie that comes out, like a picture book, that
the visual dictionaries.
There you go. Like, oh, there's so many references and so many things in the crowd alone. And I felt like we were missing some of that in Rogue One that we didn't get a lot of at all in the prequels. And then it was more in the tone of the original trilogy, which I really enjoyed a lot. And then the practical use, like they used a lot of practical effects on monsters and stuff like that and aliens, but also the K2SO is one of my favorite.
Yeah, they introduced K2SO. They introduced the shore troopers.
The Death Troopers.
Yeah, the Death
Tank Troopers. They looked. The shore troopers alone, if I was ever going to cosplay, I'll probably be a shore trooper or a tank trooper because I just like that helmet design.
Yeah, their helmet design is like super cool.
Yeah, and then obviously this is, I want to say, of people making the movies or like Lucasfilm, this is one of their favorite movies because it gets referenced, of course, in Mandalorian, and it gets referenced again in different stories and different movies, and you don't get that a lot during the sequels. It's like everyone wanted to forget about the sequels, but we'll get to that later. The music, I would say the music was really good. I want to say if it's when it comes to Star Wars music, it's going to be Williams and then Ludwig.
I don't want to pronounce the name because I'm going to end up butchering it too. We'll just call him Ludwig.
Ludwig. There.
Ludwig.
There you go. Oh, man, sorry, dude. And then it comes to like this. This is a good this is a good music score. But what'd you think about the characters when they're introduced? Like, are these characters you could get really behind, or characters that you didn't really feel for, like secondary characters? What'd you guys think?
Leia.
I don't know. I like them all. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I like them all. I just, movie to me was like supreme in the entire Star Wars universe. Like the whole everything about it. I mean, it wasn't nothing like the sequels or anything like that. It was like something that had. This is exactly why I said I really like this movie, because it wasn't anything like where you see the regular Star Wars with like lightsabers and blasters and all that. You just see a war movie, and that's what I love about that movie, because that's technically what you see, and it's like, I don't know. I have nothing negative to say about the movie. I really love that movie, to be honest. Like one of my favorite ones.
Like I have to say that when it comes down to like the characters, I really enjoyed the main villain, Krennic. He was pretty good as a villain, and you could tell that he really, where he's established as an Imperial leader, and how he sometimes kind of wants more power, or he wants the full credit for the Death Star. Tarkin keeps taking it away from him.
He's almost a sympathetic character when it comes to that, because he did build the Death Star, and then Tarkin just comes in and is like, I made this.
This is my idea.
Exactly. Oh my God. So let me ask you a very important question. Jyn Erso or Rey Palpatine?
Jyn Erso all the way.
Yeah, Jyn.
Okay, good.
I'm
all
sorry.
right, you guys are my friends. All right.
I rebel.
Hey, there you go. I feel like
I wish that was in that scene in that movie.
Oh, okay. We could probably get a little bit into that, but like
yeah,
so
we'll talk
many
about
scenes
it
were cut, and oh my god. But I want to say, Jyn Erso was such a great female lead, and it took her one movie that a whole trilogy couldn't really do for Rey. You get what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but I go with Jyn all the time. I like Daisy Ridley. She's cool. She's gorgeous, whatnot. But I'm sorry, the character did not go well.
I'm surprised it didn't decide to do a short on her. Well, not a short, but a series on Jyn Erso.
Well, maybe because her character background wouldn't kind of.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen her with Saw Gerrera, and then hanging out with how she got imprisoned.
Yeah.
But then also like knowing about Cassian is also, that's going to be really cool too. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, every character, I kind of wish they had their own series, like even Chirrut,
and Baze.
Yeah, and Baze. I don't know, except for Bodhi. Bodhi just sounds kind of but like everyone else, I wish I could see more of their characters.
Poor Bodhi, man. He's just like a crackhead, he looks like a crackhead.
He's just a pilot. He's just a pilot.
He's just a pilot, exactly. He's just a pilot. Oh my god. Wow. All right. So what we're like to go what Leia was saying, I kind of like how it was something away from the Skywalker saga. Like the fact that the only lightsaber that we see in the movie is Darth Vader's, and of course that's something that he would pull out all the time, like a pervert in a parking lot, right? Like, of course he's gonna mow down a couple guys in a hallway, So the fact that I didn't see the fact that I didn't see a blue lightsaber or a green lightsaber, a purple lightsaber, a gold lightsaber, whatever lightsaber, I liked a lot. And that's one of the things I really liked about The Mandalorian. If you guys have been following us, I've been really adamant about that. Because the Star Wars galaxy the Star Wars universe galaxy is so big that I'm pretty sure there wasn't always a Jedi around. There wasn't always a Skywalker around. Yeah. You know what I mean? So little stories like this, I just love.
It's so funny that you were saying that earlier, but how there was no lightsabers whatsoever. And then when like you get used to just seeing them shooting each other, bam, 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 right?
Yeah.
With no force powers, no lightsabers. And then when you see a lightsaber and a force user come into play, it's just completely a new level where it's just like, oh my God, they're fucking overpowered.
You take it a little more serious because like when you watch the other movies, you take it a little more granted. You're like, we've seen this so many times.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the character knows exactly what this person is doing. They're using the force, they're using the lightsaber. But like when you come to somebody who does not really understand the force right away, well, Jyn, supposedly her mom is a survivor of the Order 66, and that crystal is a kyber crystal. But I'm not too sure if all those guys in the rebellion know what the force is, even though that's like a slogan, may the force be with you and all that stuff. But like, I'm not too sure. I like seeing it from the grunt's eye level more than, seeing a high-ranking Jedi master. All right, so talked about the characters. Do you think this deserves all the praise that it gets or the negativity that it gets?
It's not a perfect movie. I love the movie, but it's not perfect. I still have my gripes on it. I hate the world jumping. Like it's jumping from one world to another really quickly. And I'm kind of like, in the beginning, it's kind of hard to kind of center itself before it just takes, the story just takes off. Because in the beginning, it's all over the place. Like I already said that. It's all over the place. But yeah, it's just it just jumps around a lot in the beginning. Especially like, huh?
It's jumping around like how Leia's jumping around right now.
Yeah. Are you holding on to the iPad?
No.
No? Okay.
It's just that thing is on top of the desk. That's
Okay.
I'm kind of shaking my legs because it's cold. That's why.
Oh, you're chipping. Is it that cold right there in your room?
It's cold here.
Oh.
That's the office, bro. Get it straight.
I know. The office. The bathroom. You hear like blunk?
Oh.
Blunk. And then later on.
We call that feeding the Snorlax. Okay, so.
Oh, damn. You gotta go drop a Boba Fett.
Oh, good. A Bodhi?
A Bodhi.
Oh god. Okay, all right.
Oh, sorry everyone. Bad picture.
That wasn't good.
Well, it was nice, Leia, it was nice having you on here. Sorry about that. You're gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done.
I just got her resignation letter.
Like, dang,
Ferg. Emailed it to me right now.
Check your Instagram.
Yeah, right. There you go. It's through that. I kind of like the world jumping a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think you noticed or you mentioned before that you didn't like how everything was like named, like they named the planet.
They were naming everything. I think that was the case because of the world jumping.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to put labels on everything.
For one, I kind of liked it because in the original movies we didn't go through a lot of planets, and when they did, they talked about the planet beforehand. So Hoth, you hear the generals and the admirals and Vader talk about Hoth before we get there. Same thing with Andor, talk about Andor, and then we finally get there.
Yeah.
But a lot of these other movies, like in the prequels, sometimes they say that, and then sometimes we have to kind of like guess, what is this? But they do. They're like, Camino is here, and then we get here and all that.
Yeah.
But didn't really do it too much in other movies. I want to say when they talked about Jakku a little bit, and like I forgot where Maz Kanata's castle is, but I don't know. I kind of liked that it had little title cards and they named the planets out. What would you think, Leia?
It was cool. I mean, it was a little like it kind of reminded me. I don't know if you guys, because in Rise of Skywalker they kind of did the same thing, where they were jumped on to planet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like. I mean, kind of gets you because in the beginning, and you're like, what's going on?
Right.
Like, where are we now? We're in this planet. But I mean, it was okay. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, Sisco.
I'm like,
quit your belly aching, boy.
But that was like my only gripe. That and the world jumping in the beginning. But after the world jumping and all the characters got together in Jeddah, that's when it kind of like took its own pace.
Right.
Especially when the Death Star showed up. That was like super cool.
I think it kind of starts dragging a little bit when they're in Jeddah at first.
You think
like
so?
When they finally meet Saw Gerrera, I think the story kind of drags a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah. And it doesn't pick up until they go to Scarif again. But I gotta say, Rogue One has the best space battle.
One of the best.
No, I'm gonna say the best.
Yes.
Really? I still say the Revenge of the Sith has like a really cool space battle in the beginning.
That was cool and all, but when you think about how much we actually seen the battle, compared to
what about Return of the Jedi?
Scarif, same thing. Like
really?
It's cool and all that, but I feel like I was more emotionally engaged with the Battle of Scarif, than the space battle of Endor.
All right, I want to know what everyone has to say about like the battle of, like which one had like the best space battles.
Right.
Comments down below.
The music makes it extra emotional.
Let's say that again.
the music makes it extra emotional when you're watching it.
Yeah.
That's true, but like I would still say of the composers, John Williams is the better of all three.
Mm-hmm.
And even with his beautiful score,
of course.
Mm-hmm.
I would still be emotionally engaged with Scarif's battle.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it was on the line. A lot was on the line, and it was like very tense. And I'm not gonna say nothing was on the line in Andor because that's basically the final space battle,
right,
in the movies. But yeah, it was a lot more tense. You felt for every pilot who died because you knew they didn't have a lot of pilots. Apparently, that was a whole fleet. When they want to jump into this hyperspace and they smash into Vader's Star Destroyer, that was
right.
I was like, holy crap. When the Hammerhead ship like has collides with the two Star Destroyers, that was intense. That was cool. Mm-hmm. And then the Battle of Endor, I'm sorry, but we just see a couple of fighting and flying around and some space blow up and Lando going like, oh, hey, oh, and
well, we get the best line ever, though.
Wait till we get to Red.
I know we'll get. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I kind of want to.
I'm sorry. Well, we could talk more about it when we get to that movie, but like,
when we get to Return of the Jedi, we'll talk about who has the best space battle. My money's on Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you think? So cool. You with me, Leia? You with me?
Yeah.
Leia, what's your favorite space battle?
Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Huh?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Leia agrees with you.
Okay, good. All right. Good. And then this was a movie that had a lot of issues that kind of foreshadows the next movies coming up forward with reshoots, restructuring the movie.
Oh yeah, behind the scenes
issues,
drama. Yeah,
like for instance, the Vader scene, that was something that was added kind of last minute. A lot of things were taken out that we saw in the movie, the trailers. It didn't happen in the movie. Like for instance, Jin running through the beach with the plans. That didn't happen. That was in the trailers. That didn't happen. Krennic walking through the water all like badass. That didn't happen. A couple lines didn't happen. Even Saw Gerrera kind of looked different in a couple. Like he had a shaved head.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Oh yeah, he was shaven. Yeah.
So a lot of things happened, and I think it worked out for the best because it's still a very good movie.
But I wonder how everything that was shot. I wonder what type of movie they were filming at that point. It makes you wonder. Maybe in the future we'll get a Gareth Edwards director's cut.
Hopefully, I'm not too sure, but
that'd be cool.
I feel like he doesn't get enough credit because that was a very good movie.
Yeah.
For like his maybe fourth or third like big movie, like actual like big production. He did a very good job on it. And we haven't seen a lot of him lately. I think maybe one other movie after this that he directed or not. Like I think this is the latest one he's done.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a shame, by the way. I'm not too sure if like
maybe he's taking a break.
Huh? Maybe he's on a break. I'm not too sure. I don't know. But like the foreshadowing between what's gonna happen with Philip Lord and Chris Miller being fired for Solo. Trevorrow being fired for Episode 9, and like the crazy behind the scenes happening for Episode 9 and all that other stuff. It kind of this was the first of the bad news, the bad news bears, and because of such failures as Solo and all that, which I still think it's a good movie. We didn't get a Boba Fett movie, but now we're getting a Boba Fett series, which I think is better.
Yeah, the last movie he directed was Rogue One.
Oh, see, there you go. I would like to see more of his.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything since then.
He has a couple of cameos in a couple of Star Wars movies. So, like for instance, we seen him in Last Jedi. He was one of the guys in the trenches in Battle Crate, and then in this movie he's the guy who escapes Vader's death tunnel and pulls the lever.
Yeah.
So that's him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh,
that's him.
Interesting. That's new to me.
And then we get a cameo from Ryan Johnson as well.
But really? What part?
So when they destroy Jeddah City, and those two guys are standing right there, and the green flash of the Death Star beam passes through them, just like in the original. Do you remember that?
No.
When they're shooting the Death Star.
Okay. When they're the
Those two guys on that little balcony.
Yeah, the ones without the rail.
Yeah, that's Ryan Johnson and his producer buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can hardly see them; they're super far away. But that's them.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Me either.
Well, that's news to me.
That's why I'm here, to give you guys useless information.
You learn something new every day.
I know. That totally caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that.
The more you know. Okay. Anything else about this movie, or you like any last minute thoughts about it, or we could go with the ranking later, but like just a couple things you want to throw out before we close the books?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I think we all agree that this movie was good, right? And we all give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Leia?
The Vader scene was epic, though.
Yeah, the Vader scene was super epic.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they added that.
That's what the Mandalorian did on the last episode of
I know. Yeah.
Mandalorian did that, and then the Clone Wars did that with
Darth Maul. I feel like every character, every Jedi is gonna have its own hall scene from now on out.
Yeah.
I'm sure when Ahsoka has her series, she's gonna have her hall scene.
Well,
she better have her hall scene.
Yeah, that too.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna expect it.
I felt sad for the pilot or for the rebels though, because you kind of more sympathetic to rebels than robots and clones attacking you.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
K2SO was one of my favorite droids so far.
Yes. There you go. I think he's the best droid so far. I'm sorry. Maybe him and R2, but C-3PO is not my favorite. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who else?
If I could run around like the galaxy with a droid, it'd be K2SO.
K2SO.
But then I would stand out like a sore thumb.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to see him in the first season of Cassian's new series, but we're going to see him in future episodes.
Yeah.
And Alan Tudyk, he's a very talented guy, so I would like to see more of him too.
Yeah.
But so Leia, you want to spit out anything else before we close the books?
The little Leia scene. That was a surprise.
Oh yeah.
How did we forget about that? Oh my god.
I'm sure we missed a lot.
That made me cry. That scene made me cry.
Was nice.
Yeah.
Hope. What is this? Hope.
And then
I was like, oh my god, Hope.
New Hope. Put on my costume.
Did you cosplay when you went to go see this movie?
No.
No?
I was wearing a Chewbacca onesie.
Does that count?
Hey, well, you were supposed to dress up as Jyn Erso for this video. I totally forgot.
Oh, that's right.
Wah wah. Bum 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 bum. All right, we're gonna have to redo this video all over again. I'm kidding.
Oh god. It's all right. Okay, so let's rank this movie. Of the movies that we've done so far, chronologically, where would you guys put this movie? Go ahead.
Rogue One would be my number 2 after Revenge of the Sith. Sorry. That's how I feel. That's me.
Even above Empire?
Oh no, we haven't done Empire yet.
Oh no, we haven't. Oh,
no, we're doing the ones that we've already reviewed.
Okay. It's all right.
We haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. All right. Okay. What about you, Leia? Where would you put this?
This will probably be right behind Revenge of the Sith because Return of the Jedi is my first one.
Okay.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. All right. We're jumping the shark a little bit.
Well, you guys are jumping the ship. The shark. Come on.
I don't care.
Jumping the gun.
I'm the Fonz. We jump in the shark. Whatever. I will have to agree with you guys. I want to say it's neck to neck with Revenge. Because as much as I love Revenge of the Sith, the acting is so wooded. Even from actors that you respect, is wooded in that movie. And the story kind of drags a little bit. But it's also the best of the prequels, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In this movie, the acting is so good, and all the little things that I've been talking about why I love it so much, but it still drags a little bit, and the story goes like a little. But between Rogue One and Revenge of the Sith, that's number one.
Yeah.
For me, and then all the rest.
Yeah. Attack of the Clones before Phantom, or you put Phantom?
I'll put Phantom.
And then Attack of the Clones?
And then Attack the Clones, and then maybe Solo.
Well, we need to get back into Solo. Sorry, I have when we did the review for Solo, I had technical difficulties doing the editing. So we're gonna redo that. And then we'll put it. I guess we're gonna have to put it in between the videos, right? Throw it in
I guess so.
And later on we'll do a ranking on it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
All
right. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Not regarding the movie. We're done with that. The book has been closed. But anything else about do you guys want to plug or shout outs?
Shout out to the Vintage Star Wars Club. The Vintage Star Wars Club and Gong Toys for sponsoring that giveaway that we did.
Oh yeah,
on Instagram.
Right. I was waiting for once we get to the original trilogy, since they're very vintagey. So I was gonna throw a shout out to them.
All right, and that's it, right? We're good.
Oh,
shout out to my hair products. No, I'm just kidding.
Also, shout out to Rebels 77. Retro Rebels 77. Retro Rebels 77. Awesome podcast. Check them out. Really cool. Very vintagey.
Kenner Corner.
Kenner Corner. Check out Kenner Corner.
And okay, so expect some more videos from us. We had a little hiatus, but everything's gonna be all good. We will probably do a giveaway soon. Not really.
On Instagram, we have to reach 500. Once we reach 500,
okay, so
we'll do our next giveaway.
If you're watching this and you haven't followed us on Instagram, go ahead on the Highground Pod Instagram. And then if you're watching this and you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please share, like, and subscribe. There you go.
Please.
Okay, so I think that is it. I think we are done for today, and we will continue
Leia.
On with. Well,
thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, Sisco, and thank you, Leia. And hi, Jesse. How you doing? So that's gonna be it for us today. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. Yeah, say it. Do it. What are you laughing at? She can't end it. You have to say, may the Force be with you. Do it. Do it.
What are you laughing at?
Do it. May the Force be with you.
There you go.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good one, guys.